Okay. It feels like it's been a minute since I last streamed. Again, we're on the good life. And I think I might be in the final couple sections of the game. We completed Route A and Route B already. All there's left is Route C, and then it'll be time to pursue the... I guess you can say the good ending or something like that.
Hey.
Well, we got $74. Wait, is this the right way to go? Seems like it. We'll do this for now. I think as far as my experiences so far with the game, the main quest has a pretty interesting story. It's not like super deep or anything, but the mystery has me engaged. The side quests aren't that compelling. Hey, you okay? Yeah. Well, seems like you're still alive. What the hell happened? And here's me asking the same question, mate. Just calm down and slowly take us through what happened, sir. Yeah, and without screaming, if possible. Alright then, it started when? In summary, the moment you arrived here with the food, you saw Miss Martha carrying what looked like a sword with both hands. That's right. She looked just like an angel offering up a prayer or something. Then a strange light embraced Miss Martha, and she went into the woods. It was a holy light, radiant, shining, raining down from heaven it was. And after you saw the light, the next thing you knew, you were unconscious on the ground, correct? Exactly. I see. In that case, we'll go look for Martha. You should return home and see to it that John gets something to eat. And you'd better step on it. That poor son of yours looked like he was about to starve.
What?
Luminac, why didn't you say so?
If you would.
If you don't mind, I'll head off and leave Martha in your capable hands. Looks like we've bought ourselves a bit of time, my dear Hayward. Time to continue our investigation. It appears that Martha headed into the Kingswood. In that case, we'd best look for the giant first. You actually believe there is a giant living in these woods? In a visual sense, I do. You saw the painting of the giant that Mr. White proudly had on display in his home, didn't you, my dear Hayward? Go to the same location and look out from the same angle. Are you saying that if I look at it from that angle, it'll make the landscape look like a giant? Well deduced. And the easel that Martha left behind should serve as the perfect clue. I'm sure you'll be able to snap a picture of the giant that lurks in this forest from over there.
The truth is near.
The rest is all up to you. Report back in to me once you've got the photograph. What the hell? Okay, I got a picture of the landscape painting. Oh. Okay. Let's see what Norwood has to say. Did you manage to get a photograph of the giant that lurks in this forest? Wait, I have to buy a zoom lens? I don't even have any money. Maybe if I get up close. No, it won't trigger. Ugh. I might have to do that. Let's try the other photographs I've taken. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to dip into my savings account. Wait a minute. The shrine.
Yeah, baby!
make an offering. No, I still wouldn't be able to make it in time. No point. Just have to ride there, take a nap. At home.
Yeah, baby!
See if I can, oh, I missed my turn. Anyway, if I could turn left. Part of me wants to live in a town like this. It'd be a total culture shock though. No internet. Well, actually there is internet. But it's slow. Not a whole lot to do other than hang out at the pub or at the cafe.
Hey,
It grieves me.
It's too bad I'm kind of broke to be challenging him. Most of the goods I have on hand aren't gonna sell for much. Waterfalls, laundry on a summer day, antique clocks. I wonder how much is a zoom lens. Oh, crap.
Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby!
Now I have to get both my camera repaired and a new lens. Holy shit.
Hey!
Oh no. I'm gonna have to dip into my savings.
Hey! Hey!
No fucking way. Guess no matter what, I'm gonna have to do the side quests. Let's see if there's anything I could sell. The funny bunny.
Oh, it's you.
Oh yeah, I can go mining. Well, that'll buy me a meal if I need it. I'm gonna need to... Right, this area has a bunch of boxes. We'll smash those. We'll start with that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna head here, then I'm gonna try to go to this quarry that I've never been to.
Yeah, baby!
I could probably mine some golden nuggets, maybe. I need a telephoto from the sound of things, and that's like at least 900.
Yeah, baby!
I am getting fucked by the camera.
Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby!
But damn, I'm getting the goodies.
Yeah, baby!
It's probably one of those things where it has to be like one step at a time.
Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby!
I'm like debating if I want to do a review of this game. Only because there is like not really anything out there on it.
Yeah, baby!
Damn, already. That reminds me, I do have a quest that Okay, I do need to speak to Salome. Nothing really. All that's left is Emma. I don't know where she is.
Yeah, baby.
Okay. Is that it? Is these 3 little fucking rocks? Alright, Edgar. Let's ride. Wait a minute. There's more. A small diamond. No, that's not what I'm looking for.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, fuck, I forgot to...
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
This is one of the most awkwardly controlled side quests.
Yeah, baby.
I wonder how often do these rocks regenerate? Because I would love to farm. I'm not sure if it's going to be worth it. Wait, I need a wood mouse, not a brown mouse, right? Yeah. Gold.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
Maybe I can refine these for something a little bit more expensive. Ooh, a large diamond. It was a good idea to come here.
Yeah, baby.
I'm just getting marshmallows. Not ideal, but
Yeah, baby.
so cute. Gold, hell yeah. Well, I'm just about halfway done breaking all my boxes. That I could be satisfied with. Let's move on to somewhere else. Crap. have any money on hand. Ooh, man, oh man. Just enough to open the gate and to activate that shrine. Now, perhaps if I'm lucky,
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
perhaps I'm lucky enough, I'll get a lot of hits on those images I took.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
Ooh. Nothing of value was gained.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
No, that's not it.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
Anyways, I'm near my house, so I should just
Baby.
fast forward the time by like 9 hours. Ay, ay, ay. At least the game autosaves when you sleep. Laundry on a summer day. See if I can find a clothesline while I'm in town. Perfect. Right there for the taking. Alright, Edgar, we ride. So I can't go through the main quest until I buy a telephoto lens. Oh man, I need to take a bath again already. God damn it.
Yeah, baby.
How many times have I ran back and forth from
Yeah,
my house already?
baby.
I guess I'll just try to make my way to the quarry again. Let me buy some food to eat.
Hey. Woohoo!
Where is she? I hear her.
Yeah, baby!
Where Elizabeth died. I wonder if Emma's with her. I hope so.
Yeah, baby!
Absolutely wonderful. We got it. Emma, let me fucking talk to you. I can't wait to grow up.
Nope.
What? Why? Don't you know that all adults are terrible human beings? Does that include you, Miss Hayward? What? When I grow up, I'll get to go as far as I want, and nobody will tell me off. But adults can do that whenever. There's this really pretty place just outside of Rainy Woods, but children aren't allowed to go there. Adults say it's dangerous or whatever. That's why I want to grow up already. Well then, how about I go and take a picture of it for you?
We did it!
Really? Okay then. Show me a place with a weird vehicle, like nobody's ever seen. Ooh. And I heard there's an old castle somewhere. I bet it's just like something out of an old storybook. Oh, and I know. I want to see somewhere outside of Rainy Woods. Show me all three places, okay? You promised. We got business to attend to first. Well, now do you understand the beauty of making offerings?
Yeah.
Nope. But I sure do understand the beauty of getting paid. Someday, I'm sure you'll learn, but for now, here's your reward.
Thanks, as always.
$7. What a pain, but having them awakened is definitely convenient. So I might as well do it.
Thank you, dear.
I just hope you awaken to the beauty of making offerings soon. Yeah, I already got a couple of shrines already, why not? Have you learned any more about the beauty of making offerings?
Yeah.
Nope, but I've definitely learned a lot about earning rewards. I thought you'd have learned a bit by now, but here's your reward nonetheless.
Thanks, as always.
Now I need you to awaken all the remaining cat dog shrines. Come let me know when you're finished.
Yeah.
I've come this far. Might as well see it out to the end.
Thank you, dear.
Don't let up now. Go out and make those offerings. Save that for later. I need to awaken this shrine here. So I got Emma. I just need George and Lynette. Hopefully... Wait, what is that? Pine Martins. Oh crap, I forgot to change my quest. That one doesn't count now. That's one of them. Oh shit! You fucking asshole. That was kind of a jump scare. That shit woke me up. Yeah, it's too bad rabbits are not part of the... Just a tiny bit of HP, huh? Not disappointing. These guys are kind of hard to see if I'm not looking hard enough. There we go. Oh, fuck you. Damn.
Naomi, what are you doing?
I took the necessary funds out of your wallet. You simply got to start taking better care of yourself, Hayward.
Damn you!
Hey, where'd all my money go? I thought you guys had free healthcare.
Really, no.
Isn't your survival worth that much to you? Alright. I thought George would stay here, but I guess he disappeared. Well, I guess it's only 5 in the morning. Nothing I can do about that. Alright. Gotta head home. Upload a photo of Emma.
Yeah, baby!
I want to make sure that I have. All I need is a picture of Lynette now. Maybe she's at her farm, I do hope so, but she hasn't been there the last couple times I checked. As I thought, she ain't there. But what if I change the active quest again? There you are. I've been looking all over for you, Miss Lynette. Damn, you're jacked. You could be my dummy mommy.
Yeah, baby!
Where are the buzzwords? Cute little birdies, huge plants. No. Spunky old man. I think I know just the guy. Oh, he ain't drinking yet. know I gotta take feet pics. Stylish shoes. I don't know if this guy fits the criteria. John wouldn't fit the criteria either. I think I'm wasting too much time here. Let's finish Spunky Old Man, huh? Well, you never know. Let's upload that photo, see if it works.
Yeah, baby.
Or maybe, let me take a picture of him in the act of drinking.
Yeah, baby.
Atta boy. Alright, let's I don't think we need these anymore. Get rid of them.
Thanks as always.
That kind of reminds me of Yuna's not Yuna's theme, Final Fantasy X-2, that opening piano piece when you get into the main menu. Kind of reminds me of that. It ain't exactly it, but I don't want to do that quest just yet. Oh yeah, let me withdraw all my cash. Oh crap, I still don't have enough. Let's see. There we go. Perhaps if I sell all my... No, I have to sell it to Virginia.
Oh, it's you.
Well. All this stuff's used for like clothes and shit, but I don't really care about that. I just want to get my fucking lens and get out of here.
Hey!
Oh, what? While we still have the cash, let's get all of that. Deposit the rest of the cash I do have. That way I don't accidentally spend it all. But first, a meal.
Hey,
You know I got a little brother named David, right? He always eats the craziest shit, saying it's for survival techniques or whatever.
no way.
Tree bark, bugs, snake hearts, bleh.
Seriously?
So he's like a walking reality TV show. Everyone's free to eat whatever the hell they want, but like, David's menu is just
I'm
bonkers.
stumped.
If someone doesn't step in soon, he's gonna end up giving himself a bad dose of something that manky diet refused. Do you mind helping me make a proper meal for that thick sod? Wow. You know, you really look out for your little brother a lot more than I thought you would. He's the only family member I've got in this town. Like, if I don't look after him, then who will?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll bite. Gotta do a little public service every once in a while, right? Sound. First, bring me these ingredients. I'm gonna need 1 cut of rabbit meat, 1 turnip, 1 onion, and 1 potato.
I owe you one.
Hey, did you write all that down? Don't mess this up. I'll pay you for the trouble. Alright, I already got the onion.
Hey,
And the potato. Oh, that's what he wants.
woohoo!
Alright. We'll deposit that. Deposit another 100. I'm sure the fastest way to get turnips is to grow them. Brilliant work, my dear Hayward. This is irrefutable evidence. Evidence? Exactly. This photograph will force Mr. White to tell us everything. Come now, back to the White residence we go. Wait, I thought we were going to track down Martha. You're free to do that if you like. I wouldn't recommend it, though. Grr.
The truth is
Well then. If you've no more objections to make, my dear Hayward, let us reconvene at the White residence. Ta-ta. Wonder how fast do sheep run?
Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby!
Damn, Edgar is so smooth. What took you so long, my dear Hayward? Fish and chips, fish and chips.
The truth is near.
Now, tally-ho. Door to truth beckons us once again. Fish and chips, fish and chips. Why don't they ever shut up?
How are you?
Greetings, Mr. White. Today we have a photograph we'd like to show you. Go on and reveal the photograph to the good sir, my dear Hayward.
Mmm.
Heavens, what a brilliant shot. Well, there's certainly no use in hiding it now. You're right. It was Martha who painted that picture there on the wall. Forgive me for being so forward, but artistically I find that piece to be rather lacking. How did it come to be hung in your drawing room of all places?
Rudman and Martha first met 40 years ago. At the time, Martha was 21 and Rudman was still only 12. Back then, Martha had moved from Rainy Woods to London in order to study painting. But after losing her parents in a tragic train accident, she was taken in by the White family. Rudman's father, a tyrannical landowner, was quickly taken by Martha's beauty and made her his mistress.
I don't know. So I'm gonna set up a
Rudman
different
eventually
schedule.
learned of this, but there was nothing he could do. 9 years later, while studying at university in London, he received a single letter from Rainy Woods. It told, in painstaking detail, her vicious treatment at the hands of his father, which drove Rudman to return to Rainy Woods that evening on an overnight train.
I gathered all this information looking through the town's old documents and newspapers. 2 weeks after you returned to Rainy Woods, your father passed away. Mr. White, did you board the Orient Express that night? There is no statute of limitations when it comes to our country's penal code. Let me just say this. I've always fancied Poirot over Holmes. What? You gotta be kidding me. As far as matters like those are concerned, I'm also partial to the stubborn Belgian's logic. And did you invite Martha to the party as well? No, we thought about it. We went back and forth on whether or not she should join at all. But in the end, it was all for naught. For when the curtain fell on the party, Martha appeared right in front of me. She took the sword from my hand and said, "This is Cortana, the Pict's Excalibur. As a Pict descendant, inheritor of King Arthur's blood, the very last daughter of the one true king. Bless you, young knight Rudman. Bless your courage and your sense of justice." Then, Martha fainted and fell to the floor right there. I see. The rest of the story isn't much worth telling. Martha forgot all about what had transpired during the party, and I was a coward beyond all help. Eventually, Martha chose Thomas to be her husband. The two married, and she gave birth to John shortly after. What could I do but offer any blessing I had any right to give?
Nope.
Sounds like you got a pretty raw deal, old man.
Preposterous!
No, heavens no. Martha finally found happiness. I couldn't have asked for any greater salvation. But what about now? Seems like that salvation might not have been all it was cracked up to be. Let's say the sword that impaled Elizabeth really was the same antique sword you had in your house. Then Martha could be involved somehow, Especially considering what she said to you before she fainted. Martha's from the generation who grew up seeing Queen Elizabeth II reign for the entirety of their lives. As a descendant of King Arthur, maybe Martha gradually gave in to the fabricated rebellion growing inside her. And maybe one day, she came to see the false Queen Elizabeth as the ultimate target for her holy army. An amazingly incoherent theory, but also a brilliantly amusing one, my dear Hayward. It's not some stupid theory. Psychos commit revenges like these all the time in New York. Especially the ones who melted their brains on acid.
Brings a tear to the eye.
I thought it was all just a fairy tale. A fictional sword, a fictional king, and a fictional knight.
Nope.
Fiction can still inspire murder, even fairy tales. Excuse me. Martha must be in Kingwood. And as one who has inherited the blood of the true king, the Kingswood will surely shroud her. But you too can enter the Kingswood as long as you possess its key.
It's in your hands.
Please, you must save her. You must save my Martha.
Whew.
Dad told me everything. So it was Mom that went and killed Elizabeth. And she might have stolen the sword and run away.
Blimey.
It's hard for me to even imagine something like this could ever happen. But I suppose it ain't impossible. Wait. Does that mean John's dad knows everything that Rudman knows? Well, this is a small town. Maybe everyone really does know about everyone else's dirty laundry. But you know what? I still believe in my old dear. She may cook up some pretty murderous dishes at times. And sometimes I'll find all my winter undies frozen to death from being left out on the line. But she'd never actually kill anyone.
Nope.
I'm surprised you were able to survive this long. Well, we're family, ain't we? No matter how clumsy any one of us is, we can always laugh it off. So next you see her, can you give her this for me? A paint set. It looks pretty dry though. You sure you want her to have this? Yeah. This is the one my dad bought for her right after they got married. The green paint's from a different set because that's the first birthday present I ever got her. Let me guess. You gave her your favorite color. That was quick. Come on. I was just a stupid kid. Get off my arse. But she really seemed to like it, you know? I reckon that's why she still keeps it in her room even to this day.
Blimey.
Now how in bloody hell could a mom like that kill anyone? Let alone Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright. I'll make sure to give it to her. I'll even do you one better and bring her right back on to you. You just be a good little Meggie and wait here, John Berryman. Alright, Edgar, let's ride. so I can take this path out, and it's almost a straight shot through.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
Well, let me pay my respects real quick. We ride onwards.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
Oh, that shrine. I forgot about that. Actually, it's kind of hidden. How did you think about it? Alright. Go back to that quest. No road doth lead to the King's Break. An unseen path there is to take. Yet since the path can't be perceived, you will arrive right as you leave. Creepy as hell, right? And they just started singing it out of nowhere.
Unbelievable.
Why? It's elementary, my dear Hayward. The song is a survival guide to the Kingwood. It means finding the unseen path is the only way for one to get through the woods. The unseen path. Dogs are capable of sensing that which humans cannot, yes? You already found out I can turn into a dog too? The paint set John gave you should be swimming in Martha's scent. All you need to do is memorize it and use it to track her down. Oh. And don't forget to pray at the shrine before you enter the forest. I'm sure you'll be glad you did later. I don't know what that's about, but Rough, rough, rough. You look positively gallant, my dear Hayward. Now let us locate the unseen path, shall we?
Truth is near.
Memorize the scent of Martha's paint set and track her down. Behold, my dear Hayward, new footprints. We must be hot on Martha Berriman's trail. But I must say, this wood is a thick one. Keep your wits about you, and let your sense of smell guide you onward. Fish and chips. Alright, alright. No. There's a lot of sense here. More footprints, my dear Hayward. Judging from their size, shape, and gait, she must have been in a bit of a hurry. She knows exactly where she's going. We need to catch up fast, but look at all this overgrowth. Only your nose knows the true way through this forest. Don't lose sight of Martha now, my dear Hayward. Fish and chips. Don't lose sight of her. But you told me to use my nose. Whatever. Okay. I could try to go off the beaten path, but I'm pretty sure it's just gonna make me restart at a checkpoint or something. The question is now... No. Is that it? Right there. Okay, so I'm here. Getting very close. It appears that we found ourselves a clearing, my dear Hayward. I knew I was right to put my trust in your keen canine snout. Aw, you're just saying that. Still, there's no telling when the weather may change and cast that scent trail into the abyss. We need to keep our wits about us. Or else. Let's make haste. Fish and chips. Something's been on my mind. Martha mentioned the sword being the pig's Excalibur, right? Doesn't Cortana being the pig's Excalibur seem like way too big of a leap? Quite the shrewd observation, my dear Hayward. Woof. And it just so happens I currently have a solidified theory as for why such a leap makes sense. But now is the time for tracking, not theorizing, so just pipe down and stay focused on the hunt. Almost to the royal tomb now, are we? Is this a grave? Indeed, this is the royal tomb. Every nook and cranny of this mausoleum is filled with intrigue. Look up at the sky, my dear Hayward.
Seriously?
Holy crap.
Fascinating.
I'm far from being an expert on the occult, but I feel this bear may be some type of black magic. For whatever reason, the royal tomb exists in a zone of perpetual night.
Unfortunately.
It's times like these in which I wish I could enlist the help of the great Flaxman Low.
Oh, jeez.
Don't think so hard about it. We're basically inside a big natural planetarium, right? Your ideas are always so novel, my dear Hayward. Perhaps you can use that mystifying imagination of yours to solve our next mystery as well. Our next mystery? Spirals mark the true king's tomb. Scrawling waves of ancient doom. Riddles alone protect the treasure, so try to tie what craves a tether. Oh yeah, the creepy song had more lyrics to it. You want us to use some stupid kid song as justification for raiding a tomb? Finally. And I thought nothing fun would ever happen out here in this hellhole. What's with the shroom? That's an ancient pig rune. It means man. Very straightforward. This pedestal is probably meant for something that represents this rune. But I think this one's a bit trickier than it may look. You think so? It's asking you to put on the pedestal something that can instantly be recognized as a man, you see. What's this star mark for? Star mark? This is an ancient Pict rune. Can you guess what this one means? You really think I'm that dumb? I was just wondering, why is there so many of them? It's meant to be plural, of course. Oodles of stars, one might say. This pedestal is probably meant for something that represents these runes. What? What I mean is, we need to find a bright and starry sky and offer it up here. What? What's with the round and squiggly thing? Those are ancient Pict runes. Time and energy, that's what they mean.
Seriously?
Really? But they just look like patterns. As does the alphabet. This pedestal is probably meant for something that represents these runes. What? What I mean is, we need to find something that represents the flow of time and place it here. What? I got this one. It's just a picture of a tree, right?
Unfortunately.
Picture. These are ancient Pict runes. Tree and life, that's what they represent. It looks like the swirly one's been half erased. Erased? No, it looks like whoever drew it never bothered to finish it. This pedestal is probably meant for something that represents these runes. What? What I mean is, we need to find something that represents a lifeless tree and place it here. Okay. So everything is nearby. That makes it easy. If she lifts this over her head and puts it on here, that's amazing. Okay. The flow of time, huh? Be like water. What I want to know is, why do you want me to do all this, Norwood? What skin do you have in this game? Oh, this one's a little more on the nose. Maybe I'm supposed to put them. What is going on here? Something's up. I can't seem to find out what is missing though. What is this lion statue supposed to represent? Man, not that gnome, not that knight. Sort of a shot, I suppose. Man. Whoa. So we got that room. Is that it? No other room? It's just a knight statue. Can't be that. Wait a minute. See if this works. Now I'll put that wood. Maybe it's looking for a dead tree in its most literal form.
Holy crap, I think I did it. You're all mine now.
How intriguing. That expression on your face, those bestial sounds. You're the farthest specimen from a lady I've seen in quite a while.
Zip it, Tweety Pie. Why don't you give me a hand already?
I'm afraid I'm the brains of this partnership. More importantly, my dear Hayward, I've one more observation for you. There's a limit to how much strength a human can exert. Perhaps you'll be able to exert more pulling power in a rather different form.
What the hell? Halt and kneel in the presence of Britain's one true queen. Sorry, but I'm American. We learned about equality in elementary school and that Columbus was a hero, ironically. Come on, lady. One true queen? Don't you think that term's a little been overused by now? I know you Brits like your LARPing and all that, but why do you gotta be so dramatic?
Be silent.
Insolent cur. This title is our birthright, bestowed upon us by the blood of our ancestors. Your knavish words insult the very name of King Arthur himself. Sorry, but I don't care. Alright. So you're a descendant of King Arthur. Fine. That still doesn't mean the damn sword over there is Cortana. Think about it. King Arthur called his sword Excalibur, right? We admire your bravery to step, unerring, into the dark depths of our history. But that is all we feel for you. Cortana is a mystical sword in which spirits dwell, the only of its kind, forged by an ancient Pictish sorcerer. It served as a symbol of King Arthur's might as he fought on this very soil. A sword beloved by all my ancestors. As I thought, the true Tristan was indeed a female Pict warrior. Huh. Why, it's elementary. Tristan was a knight of the round. However, the origin of her name actually lies within Pictish culture. The legends of Tristan prove that Pictish warriors served King Arthur.
Be silent.
We did not serve him. Our ancestors were King Arthur's equals, his fellow compatriots. But following King Arthur's death, the history books were rewritten so as to remove that inconvenient truth.
Whoa.
Our ancestors was once wed to King Arthur. She passed right after giving birth to her lord's child. Only after her death, those scoundrels who fashioned themselves wizards and knights of the round appear. And so, Cortana was stolen and renamed Excalibur. And all those who knew about the true connection between the two names were lost within the annals of history.
Unfortunately.
Who can say with certainty what the Cortana lost during the English Civil War even really was?
Yeah.
Damn, that was a good story. Well, it's just a story, right? Do you have any conclusive proof? We are the proof. That is what you expected us to say, was it not? This pendant's name is Cortana's Edge. It's a crystal filled with ancient sorcery where spirits dwell within. Before we get further, I still think Naomi is the true descendant to King Arthur. Without this, Cortana is naught but a heavy slab of steel. It was passed down by her grandmother as she lay on her deathbed. This pendant is what enabled us to endure all the suffering that life has brought down upon us. But now, it is time for Cortana to finally awaken from her slumber.
People of the world, your true ruler has returned.
Hey, bargain bin Sherlock. I didn't sign up for this shit. My next deduction may sound suspiciously like an acknowledgement of defeat from a detective who's lost all his rationale.
Disappointing.
But it appears that we're in danger. Let's scram, man. No, my dear Hayward, remember our mission. Mr. White gave us that key and told us to save Martha.
Seriously?
Are you shitting me? You mean Rudman knew this was going to happen? The probability is high. Martha's mind has fallen terribly out of balance. If she were to brandish a magical sword in this condition, the repercussions could be insurmountable. Fairy tales can kill people, right? Well, does the poor woman Sherlock have any sharp ideas? Just one, a rather classical, tried and true methodology. Just say whatever you can to get her to stop.
Seriously?
Me? Are you nuts? Honestly, I believe you have a far higher chance of success than I. Ugh, fine. Martha. Hey, hold up, girl. We need to talk. We must fulfill our ancestors.
Nope.
Damn it, she ain't even listening to me. We are the one true queen. In the name of Arthur Pendragon, the world will be... Alright, that's it. Time to pull out the big guns. Martha, listen up. You'll never be the one true queen. You hear me? Never, never, never.
Be silent.
Do not think you can deceive us with your serpent's tongue. We are the one true queen. Rightful heir to the throne. Let's hear you say that again after you see this.
Martha, I can prove it. There's one big reason why you'll never be the queen. William!
Prithee, return me to the lake. Carry me down into the water. 'Tis nary a place for me in the human world. I come to bury, not to praise. Giveth me the one true slumber, together with my king. Thou art recognized, hero.
Interesting. Back to the lake, huh? I come to bury, not to praise. That's our history for you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whew, whoa, that was a close one. It almost got me with all that melodramatic bullshit. What was I thinking? I bet I can make a killing off of you. Talk about a priceless family heirloom. I could probably pay off my entire debt with you alone, baby.
Yeah, baby!
Finally, some good luck comes my way.
Thou... Why dost thou refuse to release me?
Will you pay off my debt if you do? Say yes and I'll think about it.
Forsooth, were I to call upon the spirit's strength, I could bestow upon thee riches most heavy.
Ooh. Oh, really? Then do it. Show me what you got. I require my payments up front. Now come on and spit it out.
For the love of... Who the hell do you think you are, eh? Coming in here barking orders? Just chuck me back in the lake. Not bloody rocket science, is it, love? Or is it even that too much for you?
You know, suddenly you, don't sound much like a spirit anymore.
How dare you? I'm the real deal, me. From my hilt up to the pointy bit.
But spirits are supposed to sound fancier and, use more ellipses and stuff.
Oh, do what on, you prat. Do you think we had the luxury of being polite little daisies in my day? Hark! What a fair woman! I shall do in her husband and take her for my own. Look at him! So full of great wit and wisdom, I'd better ice him for being a smart-ass. For centuries now, you flesh sacks have had me chopping each other's bits off like there's no tomorrow.
Oh, jeez.
I guess being a spirit isn't as easy as it looks.
Finally, she gets it. Now stop being a bellend and throw me in the bloody lake, all right? Or would you rather I crawled under your pillow and screamed, "Throw me back!" until your mind caved in?
Nope.
You really have an attitude problem, you know that?
Throw me back! Throw me back! Throw me back! Throw me back!
And you're really annoying to boot.
It's for your own good, you know. Just let me get on with my life. I've taken to playing MMOs and there ain't nothing faster than the Spirit Network. Do that and you don't have to lose sleep listening to me bitch night in, night out. Win-win.
So this is what you meant by not belonging in this world. I really had the wrong idea about you.
Throw me back! Throw me back! Throw me back! Throw me back!
Well, I'm open to the idea, you know, depending on what I get for it.
Sorry, but I'm totally broke from buying too many loot boxes, so... Throw me back! Throw me back! Throw me back! Throw me back! You're like that bloody Cromwell. Took that twat a whole week to give in. Throw me back! Throw me back! Throw me back! Throw me back!
Just shut up already! Oh, shit.
Oh well, let's stop talking at least. And most importantly, no one saw what happened. Maybe it's smarter if I sell the pendant and the sword separately.
Yeah, baby!
Take that, you stupid spirit. This is what you call a real win-win.
Naomi, I get the feeling you're gonna go down in history for all the wrong reasons. Are you okay with that?
A few days later.
At first, Naomi seemed dead set on using Cortana for her own personal gain. But after thinking it over, she realised she might get arrested for theft. And so she returned the blade, begrudgingly, to avoid becoming a debt-laden prisoner. Once Cortana got confiscated as evidence, Martha readily admitted that she'd taken it without permission. But she denied having any part in the murder of Elizabeth. For the time being, she was put under house arrest at the White residence. Meanwhile, Cortana was locked away in the town hall as key evidence connected to the case. As for Cortana's edge, it seemed to have been lost in all the chaos. Morning Bell's team later discovered a very similar item on a popular online auction house. One furious bidding war later, and it was on its way to their lab in New York for analysis. Of course, all the profit Naomi managed to gain from this scheme was intercepted and swiftly redirected to the appropriate people.
Yeah.
Alright, finished my report. I'm gonna drink up a storm tonight.
Yeah, baby!
I'm the drink queen. Why does it always have to be so damn slow? Dear Naomi Hayward, this is Lucy Turner from Morning Bell News. Thank you for the amazing report. What a scoop. I could barely sit still. I was so excited. I do have some unfortunate news though. Honestly, it's infuriating, but the documents containing information on Cortana and the one true king had the C mark on them, meaning it's confidential. There are multiple reasons for this, but the biggest problem is letting this information out could endanger Martha Berryman. Currently, there is a surprising number of people in the UK who believe that the current royal family is not the proper one. Of course, there are also many people who have pledged unflinching loyalty to the current royal family. I imagine that 99% of these people are peaceful, but there are always a few bad apples in every group, aren't there? In any case, due to underground movements like that, imagine what would happen if someone revealed the fact that King Arthur's bloodline survives. Not to mention the fact that someone has stopped up to inherit the once lost Cortana could. In a worst case scenario, someone might try to murder Martha. We did a scientific analysis on Cortana's edge in our lab, but the final verdict was that they couldn't verify whether or not it was genuine. This is especially bad for Martha, since it means that the object could easily appear as real to someone who wanted it to serve as the real thing for nefarious purposes. Incidentally, we also considered selling this object to the Department of State. But we quickly changed our mind yesterday when our fearless president posted a tweet that read, "I found a cool pendant on eBay called Cortana's Edge and bid on it. I have never lost a bid in any auction before or after I became president. But I lost this one for reasons unknown. Something isn't right with this shifty site. I want the auction transcript. P.S. On a personal note, my mother really loved Martha Berryman's painting style. When I was working at home one night, she happened to look at my screen and fell in love with that painting of the giant. Once this whole thing blows over, please introduce Martha to her. Avalon." Dear Naomi Hayward, this is Lucy Turner from Morning Bell News. I received a report from our investigative team regarding the opinions of the private detective who you encountered in Rainy Woods. From both a historical and scientific viewpoint, we have no choice but to take a contradictory stance in regards to his opinion that Rainy Woods is Avalon. Honestly, many of our researchers found the detective series amusing, and some also commented that combined with Mrs. Berryman's eyewitness statements, they're worth looking into. But then, Dr. Anderson lost his temper and claimed that entertaining such delusions, let alone wasting time discussing them, is nothing short of a crime against human civilization. In the end, it looks like our researchers weren't passionate enough about the Avalon theory to stand up to Dr. Anderson. As far as my personal opinion goes, the theories surrounding King Arthur are certainly interesting, but it's hard to imagine anyone doing a proper academic investigation of things like Avalon and Morgan Le Fay. Naomi, you don't believe in all that stuff about people turning to animals, right? P.S. I figured that if I tried to keep it from you, you'd just find out eventually. So rather than have you get mad at me later, I'll just tell you now. I'm pretty sure I'm the first one who found the Cortana's Edge you were selling on your second eBay account. It looked like a beautiful pendant, so I bid on it. But then the price gradually got higher and higher. So I posted about it on our Slack channel, wondering if the seller had put in the wrong price and whether or not this was an incident worth investigating. I'm pretty sure that's when things got out of control. Now that I think about it, I'm not sure why I felt the need to apologize to you, but I'm sorry nonetheless. Just goes to show you, should never let a story get too big or you'll lose your chance to profit off it. Life just never seems to want to give me a break.
No matter the era, succession of the throne is always a thorny area, Naomi. And likely as not, it'll probably always be that way. Bearing in mind Martha Berryman's safety, it's not hard to understand why Mourning Bell did this. But it doesn't change the fact that you just scored a massive scoop. Keep on like this, and there won't be a skeleton left in Rainy Wood's closets.
That's a lot of side quests I already did. Let's start the Blue Peacock quest. Let's do 9 hours. This fucking guy.
Lobster!
I fucking hate this guy.
Nope.
Hasn't the city of Boston ever sued you or anything?
Lobster!
If the city ever tried to sue me, I'd vote all the city councilors out of office. Show them how scary elections can be. Is that how democracy works in Boston? Must be a scary place to live. Damn straight. We don't pull our punches up in Boston. The whole truth and nothing but the freaking truth, shout ahead. Boston does not tolerate people like you who go around spreading fake news all the time. What? Hey, wait a minute, that report was the truth? You really gonna stand here and say that to my face? See? This is why I can't freaking stand New Yorkers. You lack conviction. Someone might die due to the articles you write, you know? You ever think of that, yuppie? Shut up. Just stick your nose wherever it doesn't belong without preparing yourself for what might happen. And when it comes time to stand up and do something, you turn your little tail and run right out that door. Go on. Write your little global innovative story like all the rest of those New York losers.
Damn you!
Screw you. At least I'm actually getting results. Unlike all the useless journalists out here. I'd rather actually write something than sit around and let people treat me like royalty all day. Hey now. Every journalist gets writer's block. That's what it means to be a real journalist, yuppie.
See ya.
You just focus on those deadlines of yours. Productivity's all you got to count on, right?
Goddamn hellhole!
I don't believe this crap. He should be getting the ultimate asshole journalist award, not more jobs. I've never met someone who's been able to insult me by complimenting me for keeping my deadlines.
Hey!
Yo, Vicar, nursing the old bottle again?
Welcome to the house.
Oh, my last lamb. Yes, I continue to imbibe.
Oh, jeez.
You sure this is, really the best time to be hammering them down? You can count on one hand the amount of times in which it truly is not the best time to drink. I should have known better than to question an alky. You haven't done nothing wrong, Miss Hayward. You have absolutely not a shred of a reason to feel guilty about anything. Hey. And yet, you still feel blue in a corner of your heart. You feel like you may have held a little responsibility for Emma being put on probation. Like perhaps there was something more you could have done. Wondering if you really did your very best. Listen very carefully to me, my lost lamb. Humans always do their best every single day. Your accomplishments are always the result of your working as hard as you can manage. And besides, probation is nothing to be worried about. After all, are we not under probation in the eyes of our Lord and Savior?
Nope.
Fine, I give up. You already went and answered all the questions I was going to ask you. A vicar is not more than a shepherd. Now, a toast to we weak and drunken few. Cheers.
Hey!
Yo, rock star. Oh, if it isn't the photographer. Hey, about David, I really don't know how to put this, but he didn't do it. He acts like a tough guy, but deep down, he's a big softy. He couldn't even kill bugs when he was weeing. Used to piss to bed too, but then he got into mountain climbing and everything. Changed. He started hunting rabbits, deer. He can even put them out of their misery if need be, But deep down, he's still the crybaby he's always been. You're saying murder just isn't in him, huh? Kind of an insulting way to describe how much you trust someone. To be fair, if he actually did do it, I reckon he'd still keep bleeding that he'd never. So I'm just gonna trust him anyway, cause he's my brother Well, aren't you his sweet older sister? Being in a family's like being in a band. Sometimes they split up, found creative differences or whatever. But they've still got to trust each other, you know? What happens on tour stays on tour, like. Otherwise, how the feck is anyone ever gonna rock? You're so cool. I think I'm in love. Well, go on and let yourself get a drink then, and make it an expensive one too.
Oh, jeez.
You and your brother both know who you really are.
Nope. Nope. Hey!
Hello, Mrs. McCauley.
How do you do, dear?
Oh, Naomi, you look well. I can't complain. I wanted to talk to you about Emma, if you've got a moment. Oh, an interview. How lovely. Well, yeah, I guess. Something like that. Honestly, I'm just concerned. I'm happy to help as best as I can. What would you like to know? Oh, but nothing too personal, if you don't mind. Why don't I say poo-poo if I don't feel comfortable answering?
I agree.
That way you can start out by asking me whatever you like. I actually don't even have any real questions. I just feel like Emma got wrapped up in this whole case by accident. That's all I wanted to say. Oh my, well. That's a surprise. You're a journalist, and yet you are here telling me something instead of asking questions. Thank you, though. I do appreciate it. Emma and I both believe that she was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time. Is that simply because you love your granddaughter?
I agree.
Oh dear. Well, of course I love my granddaughter dearly. It's a grandmother's job to trust her grandchild and spoil them whenever possible, isn't it? Well, now that I think about it, my grandmother spoiled me like crazy too. Exactly. But if I were Emma's mother, I would have to make sure I scolded her at the proper times. Not only is that one way for a mother to show her love, it's also any mother's responsibility. Which is why grandmothers were put on earth, to spoil their grandchildren absolutely rotten. She needs to create a safe space where her little grandchildren can find relief when they need it. That's all a grandmother needs to do. And there's no need to worry about overspoiling a grandchild. Grandmothers usually pop their clogs long before it gets to that stage anyway. Ha. I had trouble forcing out a laugh on that one. Gotta love morbid British sarcasm.
Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby!
So he's in the cottage.
Yeah, baby!
Yo, Boy Scout, how's it going?
Hello there.
Pretty well, thank ye. Oh, I figured an outdoor nut like you would be tearing his hair out by now. So I looked up some articles on mountain accents and printed it out for you. That's a bit of a strange way to be considerate, but thanks. Hey, let me just ask you one question. You didn't kill Elizabeth, right?
Yeah.
No. I considered her a friend. I didn't kill her. I think.
Seriously?
Well, what? I'm scared. Scared out of my mind. I didn't do it. I swear. But now I'm starting to lose confidence. Maybe I really did do it. I don't really remember anything, but maybe these hands. Maybe if I just gave up and said, yes, I did it, then I wouldn't have to keep feeling like this.
Nope.
You owe me, but I also owe you. If it wasn't for you, I would be stewing in a bear's stomach right now. And even though the aliens may have been controlling you then, you still did try to kill me. So let me give you a warning. Just sit back and imagine what your sister would say to you if she saw you right now. She'd probably call me a crybaby for starters. Then she'd say, you didn't do it because you said you didn't, right? She always knows how to get me to quiet down. Whatever you do, you can't make a false confession just to try and end all of this. If you do, you'll only end up hurting Elizabeth the most. Followed closely by your own sister. Okay, I'll remember that.
Oh, jeez.
I'm counting on you, crybaby.
Hey!
Hey, how's it going? From an objective standpoint, neither good nor bad, I would say. Is there something I can help you with, Miss Hayward? Well, not really. Then, if you don't mind, may I ask you a question? I am here to serve, my liege. My, aren't you a cruel one? Although I suppose it's only fair. My own question is cruel in its own way, now that I think about it. Remember what you said to me at the royal tomb? You'll never be the one true king. You hear me? Would you mind explaining why you were so sure of that? Oh yeah, I guess I did say that. Well, you'll probably find it pretty insulting. Humiliating even. You sure? You're honestly warning me now? As if I have anything left to lose? Good point. Anyway, it's simple. You gave up your dream of being a pro painter, right? I still paint.
Nope.
Well, yeah, but as a hobby. I saw one of your old paintings. Honestly, it bored the hell out of me, but it did sure look professional.
I'm sorry?
The painting of the giant? Yes, well, I also lacked a great deal of skill back then. Skill is the same as money, though. You can never have enough. But that painting of yours was filled with an overwhelming amount of confidence and spirit. I've become I'm gonna become the world's #1 artist. In fact, I know that I already am. I mean, that's what practically every art student thinks, right?
Nope.
Otherwise, why would they ever go to art school? The pressure and uncertainty of it all would be lethal. Anyway, changing subjects. The king is #1 as far as kingdoms go, right? The top of the pyramid, only God stands above them. It's a king's job to sit all alone in the throne room and order people to go and die for him. Yes, you're right, but you abandoned the confidence you once had, the belief that you were #1. You gotta be really sure if you're thinking, I'm the greatest ruler in history, ruling the world's greatest kingdom. Otherwise, who would ever follow you? Who would ever die for you? Yes, you were right. This is extremely insulting, especially since I can't even think of a retort. That's why, in the end, you made the right decision. Decision?
Yeah.
You chose your family, didn't you? Both John and Thomas see you as their #1. But what? Honestly, I'm envious of you. If there's ever comes a day when you're able to truly see yourself as the world's greatest artist again, and you're able to put all of your heart into painting again as a pro, then I'm sure John and Thomas will both be there to cheer you on. You don't have to fight alone anymore. That's what makes you so strong. The stupider you get, the stronger you are. You don't even possess a modicum of common courtesy, do you? I'm sorry, but I can't listen to that voice of yours any longer. Would you mind removing yourself from my presence? Sure, no problem. See you around. John, Thomas, will you ever forgive me? Such a stubborn queen. What does she care if anyone sees her crying now? Like she said, it's not like she's got anything left to lose. I was making my mouth all dry. Who's this?
Hey!
Yo, Meki. Were you burning the midnight oil again last night?
Hey!
Oh, Miss Hayward. Have you got something you wanted me to take apart? Nah, I just came to check up on you. Wouldn't want you to starve to death or anything, you know? Cheers, Cheers, sorry again for that little incident. So, has everything been okay at home lately? Yeah, I suppose we're doing alright. And not at the same time. Humans can be pretty difficult to get along with at times, don't you think? Can't say I disagree. I think my old man and I are on the same wavelength. We need to work hard and make sure we get by okay, or else Mum will never be able to relax. But as a Mechie, I know that it's dangerous to force anything to work too hard, you see? Oh, you meant... metal fatigue? Exactly. Human or metal. Anything will start to give when it's pushed too hard. Even machines. But for some reason, people like us enjoy keeping ourselves busy, as daft as we may look. My dad started selling mincemeat and croquettes at his shop. But whatever's for sale each day pretty much depends on whatever we had for supper the previous night. From what I know about engineers, a lot of them get excited whenever they're up against a new challenge. You're not wrong, and I reckon he also wants to brag to Mom about it once she gets home. He'll do whatever it takes not to hear you can't do... He'll do whatever it takes not to hear you two can't do anything without me when she gets back. Well, I'm just glad you both seem to be alive and all that. Eat right, and make sure you get some rest.
Hey,
Yo, got a minute?
How's life treating you?
If it isn't Miss Naomi. Sorry for, lying to you about John and stuff. No, I know you only did it to keep us out of danger. Look, it was an emergency, okay? Desperate measures, you know the drill. Oh, I know. Sometimes you need to break a few rules in order to survive. And no matter what happens, your tummy will always continue to rumble. Don't cry over spilled milk, just eat some meat. I have no idea what that's supposed to mean, but I'm glad you seem to be doing okay. Okay? I'm better and okay. I did a lot of thinking over these past few days, Oh, and I've got a tough road ahead of me for sure. But that just means it's time for me to stand up and fight. It's the kind of trouble you can't run from, right? That's right. So I'm gonna fight where I've got the best advantage. And what's the advantage, you ask? Why? Calling on a fellow neighbor with a loud, friendly voice. If a problem needs smarts, I can just leave that to John. He's got enough brain power for both of us. Did you hear? He's developing something called teleexistence right now. Oh, sounds cool.
How's this?
But I won't let him take all the glory. We're gonna make sure Martha comes home with a smile.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for you.
yeah, baby! Yeah, baby!
Yo, witchy woman, you look as unique as always.
Oh?
No, perfect timing, sweetheart. There have been some developments, big ones. Relax, Granny, what's wrong? It's pretty substantial. The whole world will never be the same again. Wait, what? Just calm down and walk me through it. You expect me to calm down at a time like this? Once you hear what's happened, you'll tear your hair out. You'll probably don't know this, but there's a royal tomb right deep in the fourth edge of town.
Oh?
And guess what? A huge weird light went shooting out from it. Yeah, I know. You saw it too, eh? Like, well, it was so bright and flashy, how could you miss it? When that light went flashing through the sky, all sorts of ideas started rushing into my head. Delicate, daring ideas, unlike any thoughts I'd ever thought before, sweetheart. Like a blend of soft, rich coffee beans, they were the idea to end all ideas. Meaning? Meaning I just figured out how to whip up a whole new slew of concoctions, sweetheart. I've even got some ideas for some concoctions with brand new effects. It's a recipe of revolution. We all know you Lanks love those. And we all know you Yanks love those.
Yeah, baby!
Oh yeah, thank you, weird light thing. No, they're gonna be weird pills, alright. And you get to enjoy them all. How about that for some fortune, sweetheart? Is that
You want
E?
to check your email? Normally you'll do anything to dodge the bills and deadline chasers. But it does seem like a very special email has arrived. And with it, maybe the climax to our little story too.
Yeah, let's head home. And I think I'm gonna wrap it up. Okay, I'm gonna wrap it up here. Thank you all for watching. Y'all have a good one. Have a good night.